And we are live. What is up, everyone? Welcome on in. Happy Monday. I hope everyone's doing well. Yo, Covert, what's up? Welcome on in. First, Pluby, what is up? How are you, buddy? Long time no see. Thank you for the second. Anyway, good to see me. Yeah, good to see you too as well, Covert. Thank you for dropping by. Anyway, yep, it was a fun week of Mario Maker last week, but this week we're back to Ace Attorney. We're doing the final DLC case of the game for Spirit of Justice. So we'll get onto that in a bit. Thanks for the raid last Saturday. No worries, bud. Always a pleasure. Anyway, yeah, let's get into it. DLC case of the game. This isn't part of the main game or the main storyline in Spirit of Justice, it's just a bonus case. However, you know, there might be some lore involved in this, considering the DLC case and Dual Destinies did have some lore that contributed to the main storyline. Anyway, alright, it's not part of the load states here, considering it's a special case. So we'll go to the game selection menu. And yeah, let's go for episode 6, special episode. It's sad to think that Mario Maker 1 is now defunct online, but hopefully it will live on when Nintendo's online system becomes more common. Yeah. I will try to mod my Wii U soon. Not tomorrow, but a little later down the line. And hopefully it can connect to a Mario Maker server down the line. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, Spirit of Justice, special episode. Let's do this. Turnabout Time Traveler. Let's go. Special episode, Turnabout Time Traveler. Nice.
I'm not completely heartless. I'll even throw that time machine you cherish so much overboard with you.
Please take me back to that blissful moment.
Oh, why is Larry there?
It's almost time for the reception, milady. It actually really worked.
Oh, so some sci-fi involved here. Alright, September 21st, 10:13 a.m. Right Anything Agency. Do you remember the 21st night of September? Right. Okay, let me make sure I've got this straight. When your magic panties appear, I do a backflip into a handstand then blow out the candle? Wow. No, Athena, you've got it all wrong. You do a backflip through the ring of fire while holding the candle in your mouth. There's no way I'll ever be able to do that. Sure you can, I believe in you, Athena. Trucy, what are you and Athena up to? Do you remember September the 13th or whatever it is? Trucy, Athena's agreed to be a part-time performer in my magic show. I couldn't say no to some extra cash, but I probably should have thought it through first. Now it's human cannibal this, guilty in that. It's not like I have 9 lives, you know. You've made your bed, Athena. Now you've got to lie on it. No, I'm too young to be taking out a life insurance policy already. You're 19. You're legally allowed to do that. My name is Phoenix Wright. I'm the head of this law office. And since when did you become the head of this office, Daddy? I mean, who exactly does all the cleaning, accounting, and scheduling around here, huh? Haha, you got me there, Trucy. This is Trucy Wright. She's my adopted daughter and a magician. And I'm Athena Sykes, the rising star lawyer of the Right Anything Agency. Or rather, the rising star assistant to Trucy, you mean. If I don't get back into a courtroom soon, I'm going to forget everything I ever learned. Roll WAA -1 Athena times 9. Speaking of the courtroom, we haven't exactly had any clients lately, have we? Business is as low as ever, huh, Nick? Bet you made more money back when you played the piano. This guy. Yo, long time no see. Larry? Isn't his name Loris? Loris Donim. I haven't seen you in years. What brings you here all of a sudden? Some big news, that's what. Okay. Who's this guy, boss? This is Larry Butts. He's, well, let's just say he's an old friend of mine. So Larry, what's so big that you had to come and tell me in person? There's somebody I want you to meet. Hey, you can come in now. Alright. Oh, it's you. How do you do? Hi. That dress, is that a wedding dress? Yes, it is. My name is Ellen Wyatt. I'm a domestic servant, a maid of the Sprocket household. Sprocket? As in Sprocket Aviation? Yes, that's the one. Wow, Mr. Wright, Sprocket Aviation is a really big airline company. You've heard of Rainbow Airlines, right? The one they call RAL for short? Yeah, that does sound familiar. Well, it's run by Sprocket Aviation. I see. But what is a Sprocket family maid doing here in a wedding dress? So actually, we've decided to get married. You what? I'm not so young anymore, you know? I figured it's time to finally settle down. What? You're getting married? No way, I don't believe it. Besides... Oh, and you're not deaf from the Alola Marowak. What's that? You thought, right, was like getting married for a minute there. Why would someone as well put together as her choose someone as fleeky as Larry? You're kidding, right? Jealous? I don't blame ya, but green's really not your color, you know? Alright, Larry, lay it on me. You're getting married? In all seriousness, Larry, are you really getting married? Not right away, but that's the plan. We're gonna elope, see, like love on the run, I guess you could say. Isn't that right, Ellie? Dot. Larry, I do believe there's been a major misunderstanding here. My heart already belongs to another. I'm in love with Soren, not you. Ouch. Say what? That's about what I thought. But Ellie baby, weren't you running away with me so we could get married? As I said, you misunderstand. You said you'd help me escape. That's the only reason I ran away with you. What's this, married at first sight? What? This is not happening. I even shook off the police for you. And for what? That's it. If you can't be together, my life's over. And I'm gonna end it all. Typical Larry. Typical Larry. Wait, back up. Did you say you shook off the police? Yes, we had to. Because we're lovers of the lamb. Sorry, Miss Wyatt, but can you maybe fill me in on what's going on? To tell the truth, I'm being pursued by the police as a murder suspect. Murder? Married at First Sight, that horrid reality TV show over there. Yeah. Murder? They think you killed somebody? I happened to find a dead body at my reception, so the suspicion fell onto me. They had me confined in a separate room, and that's when Larry came along and helped me escape. I'm sorry, but what? Oh, Nick. Me and Ellie were going to elope. We were gonna put it all on the line for true love. But the police tried to stop us, so we had to scramble to shake them off. You had an Aussie version, and let's say you'd rather hug a cactus. I know I hear it's really trashy. Where did it all go wrong? I feel a migraine coming on. Please help me. The police are sure to be intensifying their search. Look, it's even on TV. More news on the murder suspect and an unidentified man on the run from the police. A photo of the suspect, Miss Ellen Wyatt, has just been released by the police. Sources say that the 21-year-old is suspected of clubbing the victim, 25-year-old Dumas Gloomsbury, to death in the wedding reception hall after her banquet. The two fugitives are said to be highly agitated and dangerous, if you see them. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, brother. I guess this means we're technically harboring a pair of fugitives here, huh? Oh, Nick, what's a guy to do? Ellie's dumped me hardcore. Oh my god, Larry, typical. I'm the one who should be crying. Okay, wait. So we have Larry, old friend of mine, and an aspiring picture book author. Wow, they still kept this description from TNT. As we used to say, when something smells, it's usually the butts. Ellen Wyatt, my client in this case, Larry brought her to me. She works as a maid for the Sprocket family. Alright, I haven't seen you in ages. Where have you been all this time? You mean you don't know? You've really got to stop living under a rock and get out more. I'm the hippest, hottest picture book author in the business. Oh, there's Larice. Larice Donim. I can't believe you didn't know that I'm taking the picture book world by storm. Oh, but I know you. You're the one who wrote Franzie's Whippity Whip Trip. Oh. We need this. We need the whip. Oh, thank you for the reference. Now that you mention it, I think I did hear something about a one-hit wonder. Oh yeah, you get hit by the one-hit wonder? What the heck, Nick? I'll have you know I just created a brand new character to moderate acclaim. He's mildly popular with 18 to 24-year-old women everywhere. Look, you can see his cute self all over this jacket. What? That heart-shaped pork chop? He's not a pork chop! He's the main character of my latest picture book. A lovable little soul who pierces the hearts of lovers with his arrows of amore. Cute piglet. And you can see this adorable fellow make his debut in Cupiglet's Lovey-Dovey Lark. In stores now. Are you sure? Because I've never seen that book in stores. Now or never. Well, if you ever do see it, do me a favor and buy a copy or 10, will ya? But I thought you were taking the picture book world by storm. Reminds you of the health restore items in the Galgun game series. Similar game design. The heart with the arrow through it. Anywho, you'll defend Ellie in court, right, buddy? Please, I'm begging you. I didn't murder anyone. I swear I'm as clean and pure as this this pure white dress. I can't do English accents, I'm sorry. No Cyclops. I guess that means she's telling the truth. But helping a fugitive on the run, what am I getting myself into? There's actually one more thing I really need to tell you. Oh? You might find this hard to believe, but the truth is, I'm a time traveler. Huh? I'm not so sure I follow. After the wedding reception, I was attacked. I was moments away from my death. But then, in that instant, I made a wish upon this pendant around my neck. And I went back in time to just before the reception started. Only, this time around, the man who was trying to kill me was already dead. And, somehow, I became the suspect for this murder. Alternate timeline? It's as if history has been rewritten. Now wait just a minute here. I don't understand. Are you saying that... Wii U. What's going on? Mr. Wright, there are police cars outside. And not just one or two, but a whole bunch. Daddy, a whole squad of officers has the building surrounded. Yo, Annulo, what's up? We refuse to accept this is the last case. Oh, we still have like Great Ace Attorney soon. Yep. What? This is the police. There's no escape. Drop your weapons and come out with your hands up. Eee! Nick, what do we do? Heck if I know. I see a bunch of armed officers out there.
An ILL backseats with. Better show your badge.
Yeah, I'm an attorney. Is Big Chocolate Porters are gonna degenerate, right? What? What? I see a bunch of armed officers out there. 1, 2, 3, 44, 45. Wow, talk about overkill. Listen here, you criminals. Think about what you're putting your poor parents through. I'm sure this isn't how they raised you. Think about their smiling faces and their warm home-cooked meals. Heck, who in the heck are you? A detective? Now hold on there. Hey, you can't go in there. It's too dangerous. Wait! Is everyone okay in here, Mr. Wright? Oh, it's Emma. Nice. Emma? I'm sorry for all the commotion. So what in the world is going on? Well, I raced on over here as soon as I heard that it was Mr. Butts who'd hold himself up in here. With the murder suspect after he made off with her. And the fleet of patrol cars? The police are being extra careful. They smell fish and want to eat with you. Because apparently, a certain somebody yelled out, "Stay back! I have a bomb!" Oh my god. Bomb threat. No, you don't do that. I'm sure you can guess who I'm talking about. Well, the police were being so persistent, I had to do something, so I tried bluffing. You know, like you do in court, Nick. Please leave me out of this. Well, Mr. Wright, I'm bringing this young lady in for questioning. So if you want to talk to her, you'll have to do it down at the detention center. I suppose I should thank you for your thoughtful gift of trouble and mayhem, Larry. Come on, Nick. We gotta get down to the detention center right away. I don't know about want to eat fish with you, Annulo. More like something smells fishy, for damn sure. Listen, Larry. I haven't even decided whether I'm going to take on this case or not. But I know you will, because it's you. Guess I've got no choice but to tag along and help then. What? And skip out on me? We've only just started practicing your repertoire, you know? Huh? You better stay and practice with Trucy, Athena. A promise is a promise after all. That's cold, boss. You've got to get me out of this. I can't take it anymore. Let's get practicing, Athena. Next up is some training for the water tank escape trick. Ooh, smoked salmon. Yum. There better be fish at that water tank. Or fish at the wedding reception. Stick your head in this bucket of water and hold your breath for 15 minutes. No! Stop, I'm begging you. Ah, she's getting away! You get back in here, Athena! I guess the only person cut out to be Truce's assistant is Apollo. Well, guess we'd better get to the detention center and ask Miss Wyatt some questions. Especially about that whole time-traveling business she was talking about. Okay, what's this red jacket? This is Apollo's jacket. Apollo's jacket, Athena's notes, and Truce's magic props. Not that I'm complaining, it's nice to know my friends and family are always close by. But Apollo's in Kurain. I bet we're the only office in existence that uses magic props as furniture. At this rate. Truce's props are going to wind up taking over the entire office. I mean, they're already halfway there. Nothing particularly interesting here. I haven't played this old thing in a long time. Not that I could ever play it to begin with. And considering all the complaints I get, I guess I'd better just continue to not play with it. Maybe I should tidy this place up every once in a while. Still, I bet we're going to use all this stuff sometime soon again anyway. It's probably just better to leave things where they are. Exactly, that's my philosophy, that's why I never clean up. This office might look messy, but at least I keep all of my clients' personal info safe under lock and key. That's what a successful man does, right? Puts his efforts where they count. Charlie looks as lush and green as ever. Thanks to Athena taking such good care of him. I guess I should pitch in every once in a while too, huh? Alright, time to go to... Is it time to go to... the detention center? Alright, September 21st, detention center, visitor's room. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Wyatt, would you mind if I ask you a few questions? Nick is gonna defend you, Ellie. Isn't that great? Larry, I told you I haven't decided yet. What? 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 Oh, now she's crying. Why do you have a pan? You're not gonna take my case? You're not gonna take my case? I'm never gonna be happy. Wow. Shouldn't that pan start to overflow already? Miss Wyatt, what the? Did I do something wrong? Miss Wyatt, please calm down. I'm innocent, I tell you. But the police won't believe me, and neither will anyone else. I'm gonna die all alone in a jail cell. Alright, I'll do it. I'll take your case. Just please stop crying. Really? You will? The fact that Larry was the one who brought you to me had me a little worried, but you don't seem like a killer to me. Oh, thank you. Wah. Thanks, Nick. I knew you'd come through. Did I really have a choice? I guess not. In any case, it doesn't seem like Miss Wyatt killed anybody. Plus, it's not like I'm up to my ears in work at the moment. Miss Wyatt, Ellen, let's do this together. Wah. Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. There, it's going to be okay. Now, try to pull yourself together. Alright, just give me a moment. Wow. Your makeup just ran. Well, that was quick. I'm truly grateful to you for taking on my defense, Mr. Wright. Sure, no problem. Wow, she literally pulled herself together. Okay, no. Oh, suspicion of murder. Ellen, please tell me everything you can about the incident. Alright. It happened after the wedding reception. I was attacked by Mr. Gloomsbury. Wasn't Gloomsbury the name of the victim in that news report? Maybe I should listen to what she has to say first, though, before I start asking questions. How dare that guy lay a hand on somebody else's blushing bride? What a creep! That's rich coming from you. Do you have any idea why he'd attack you? No, but... But what? Well, to tell the truth, Mr. Gloomsbury didn't seem very happy about me getting married. Jeez, jealous much? What a loser. Mr. Gloomsbury had forced me onto the Vista deck and was going to push me off. Oh, how frightening it all was. I was just about to lose my life on what should have been the happiest day of my life. So that's why I made a wish upon this pendant. That pendant? Yes, it was a gift from my husband-to-be, Soren. He said it's a symbol for love. And so you made a wish on it. Now, you may think what I'm about to say is very strange, but... I beg the pendant, please, take me back to that blissful moment. Do you know what? It worked. It brought me back just before the reception started. So that's the time-traveling thing you mentioned back at my office. I'm sorry, but I have to say, it's pretty unbelievable. Unbelieve? Oh, you're gonna cry again, in the pan. I knew you'd never believe me. Nick. Ellie here is an honest-to-goodness time traveler. Don't you believe your own client? The magic of that pendant sent her back in time before the creep could kill her. Ahaha, sure Larry, sure. But it's really true, I tell you. This pendant is an important part of the time machine Soren made. I begged it for help and it really did send me back in time. Is she listening to herself? I even experienced the reception again, even though we'd already held it once before. And during it, everyone there acted as if nothing unusual was happening at all. Could you not cook while we're talking, please? Where's your burner? Alright, so when and how did you come under suspicion of murder? Well, after the reception ended, the second reception I mean, I went back to the reception hall and started cleaning up the place by myself. Hold on. Cleaning? Why were you cleaning on your own wedding day? For my last task as a servant of the Sprockets household, I offered to take on the preparation and cleanup of the reception banquet. Okay, why would you do that? It's your wedding. I see. I started to move one of the decorative lanterns into the room, but it was so heavy I lost control of it, causing it to topple over and break open. That's when I saw Mr. Gloomsbury's dead body inside the lantern. So, you simply happened to be the first to discover the body, right? That's right. I just came across it by accident. But I became confused and didn't know what to do. That's when some of my in-laws saw me and jumped to the conclusion that I had killed him. So this Gloomsbury guy tried to kill Ellen, but then wound up dead himself after Ellen traveled back in time. Time machine and a magic pendant. How could any of this be possible? Ellen's pendant added to the court record. Alright. Ellie, why did you tell Nick about that other thing too? About that shadowy figure you saw when you were being attacked? Okay, that was quicker. You didn't even put makeup on. Yes, good idea, Larry. Okay, okay, I can't examine this one. Alright, the wedding. So, you and Larry here were never planning on getting married, right? That's right. We only had a few brief interactions, so I can't say I know him at all. Oh, Ellie, how can you say that? You and me are bound by fate, I'm telling you. We are meant to be together. What? Oh, come on, not the band again, please. You're wrong, Larry. I've never been so right, baby. It's as plain as the goatee on my chin. Larry, don't make me send you to timeout. Now, can you tell me about the groom, Ellen? What's he like? Oh, now you have an iron. Wow. His name is Soren Sprocket. Oh, he's the most wonderful man. He is truly my destiny. Did you say Soren Sprocket as in? That's right. The next president of Sprocket Aviation. Wait, he's in line to take over the company? He's nothing but a rich, spoiled brat. I'm clearly the better choice, clearly. Larry, you and Soren are as different as night and day. There's no comparison. Ellie, you're breaking my achy breaky heart. So she's marrying into money, huh? I can't believe Soren chose me, a simple house servant. He's my knight in shining armor, my prince. Oh, my Soren. So what's this shadowy figure you saw, Ellen? It was when Mr. Gloomsbury was attacking me. Right after I made a wish upon this pendant, I started to pass out. But just then, just as I lost consciousness, I saw somebody strike Mr. Gloomsbury from behind. Ooh. You're suspect. You did? Then that person must be the true culprit. Did you see who it was? I'm afraid not. Have you told anybody else about this? I told some of my in-laws, but nobody took me seriously. They said it was all just a dream. I can't exactly say I blame them. I mean, time travel? Larry, for my peace of mind, please tell me that figure wasn't you. Of course it wasn't. Well, that statement added to the court record. Interesting. I guess I've asked her all I can for now. Spick and span, spick and span. Ellen, what are you doing? I want to make everything clean and beautiful for when Soren comes. I can have my future hubby come into a dirty room now, can I? It has to be spotless, just like this white dress. Spick and span, spick and span. Let's hope we can wipe away all suspicion from you soon too. Nick, we'd better get going to the crime scene right away. What? You're coming too? Of course I am. If I solve the crime and reveal the true color with my super sleuthing skills, Ellie might change her mind about me, you know? You never get the message, do you, Larry? Next stop, the mooring dock in Sprocket Park. Come on, Nick, let's go. Okay, when Ellen was attacked by Gloomsbury out on the Vista deck, she saw in her dazed state a shadowy figure hit Gloomsbury from behind. She fainted immediately afterwards and thus didn't get a good look at whoever it was. Oh, what's wrong? I just remembered our reception. We were supposed to be so happy together. Oh, where did it all go wrong? Can't blame her for being upset. Why did this have to happen to me? Wah! Ellen, please try to calm down, okay? Alright. Well, she stopped crying, but how can I ask her about anything when she's still so clearly distraught? Badge. What can you tell me about this? Oh, never mind that. What about Soren? Oh, Soren. Do you suppose he hates me now? I really couldn't say. Ooh, what if he doesn't love me anymore because of all of this? Whatever shall I? Oh no, she's going to start crying again. I really don't think he hates you, Ellen. You don't? Really? Yes, really. So don't cry, it'll only cause him more heartache if you do. Yes, you're right. As a Sprocket bride, I have to hold my head up high at all times. Better really watch what I say around Ellen. Okay, time to move the mooring dock. Oh, alright. Right, September 21, Sprocket Park, mooring dock. So this is Sprocket Park, but where's the reception hall? The reception hall? Oh, that's... Wow, looky there. What? What is it? I just spotted me a cute mamacita. Wow. Don't wait up, Nick. Hold on, where's the reception hall? Sorry, Nick. Man's gotta stop and smell the roses when they appear. I'm an artiste, after all. Oh, miss! Yoo-hoo! Typical butts. I thought he was going to take me to the crime scene. Ah well, I'm sure he'll come slinking back when he inevitably gets rejected. I'll just take a quick look around until then. Okay, what do we have here? Wow, that huge airship is moored just to this skinny little tower. I know it's tied down and all, but it still looks like a good breeze could send it flying. Wow, that airship is huge! Oops, didn't mean to say that out loud. I've only ever seen airships like this up in the sky. But I've gotta say, they're mighty impressive when you can see them up close like this. Oh, this is interesting. So this bench hit that sign, huh? Hopefully it didn't hit a person too. That would be a catastrophe. Guess from now on, whenever I'm walking around outside, I better be on the lookout for unidentified flying furniture too. Wow, this thing's really banged up. Looking at the sign, they say it got damaged by heavy winds yesterday. A big gust sent that bench flying onto it as well. Into it. Well, that's what they're saying anyway. I see. The wind caused that? More like a tornado. The repair guy was saying, don't touch, it's dangerous. I see. Thanks for the heads up. Poor guy. Looks like it was a lot of work. Oh. Got rejected, let me guess. Hey, sorry about that. I actually thought you'd be back sooner. Didn't work out, huh? Play off, man. I wasn't on my game today. So now that you're done, you mind telling me where the reception hall is already? What do you mean? It's right there in front of you. Huh? Right in front of... Wait. What's that? Say, flying chapel? Do you mean to tell me? Yep, Ellie's reception was on that airship. Whoa, a sky-high reception hall? Yep, and that's where you'll find the crime scene. Man, not only does that airship fly through the sky, but the space-time continuum too. But the happy couple's honeymoon got left far behind when it made that time skip though. Here, check the airship out for yourself with this pamphlet. A pamphlet for the Flying Chapel. It introduces a brief introduction and diagrams of its layout. Alright, time to check out. By the way, I figured you could use some backup, so I called in some help for you. Alright, before that... Alright, hall, cabin, elevator, lift. I was gonna ask what's the difference between an elevator and a lift. Pega cow lantern, pega bull lantern. Wow, alright. Sweetheart table. Love is always in the air on the Flying Chapel, the only wedding venue sure to make your dreams take flight. After the ceremony out on the Vista deck, Sprocket Aviation's majestic Pegamoo mascots will light up the happy couple from both sides on the sweetheart. Okay, that is some decisive evidence later on, probably. You did? Yep, should be here any minute now. That red sports car. Larry, don't tell me you called. You know it, buddy. It's Edgy. I trust you've been well, right? Maya! Surprise! Now admit it. That was a pretty good Mr. Edgeworth impression, wasn't it? Ah, Maya! Maya, what are you doing here? Larry called me up. She can drive. Well, she's 28. She should be 28, right? Oh, she's not here. Oh yeah, they don't have cars in Korain Village, right? He said something about it finally being time for him to tie the old knot. That's funny. I'm pretty sure he mentioned something about being here with his bride. Maya, I know this is sudden, but please marry me. Oh, wow. Wow. No. No. No hitting the master of Korain Village. Nick, what's Larry talking about? He was dumped by his bride. Well, by his imaginary bride anyway. Wow, poor Larry. That's a new low even for him. But hey, imaginary girlfriends never hurt anyone, right? More power to him. This is Maya Faye. She's been abroad for her training as a spirit medium. Now that her training is over, she's back home here in the States. That's right, the new and improved Maya Faye is on the scene. Spirit and girl power at the ready. Yo, Milo, what's up? How are you doing? Look at you, Maya, all grown up and as cute as ever. Wow. Yeah, Maya's 28, Emma's 27, Larry's 34, and I think Phoenix is 35. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. If I ever got married, I'd missed out on all the fun of always meeting somebody new. I see you haven't changed a bit, Larry. Edgy. Yes! We have the old crew! Edgeworth. I figured that car belonged to you. But when did you become Maya's chauffeur? It's nothing like that. I just happened to run onto her en route, picked her up. And by run into her, I mean she jumped out in front of my car. I nearly ran her down. This is Miles Edgeworth. He's a friend of mine and the district's chief prosecutor. I heard he's been busy lately. Now where's Franny? I know, I wish Franny was here. Oh my god. Why Aniv? Can you not like... Are you afraid of the power of the whip? So what brings you here? Wait, don't tell me Larry called you up too. He did. However, I have business of my own here at the crime scene. Business? What kind of business? Just so you know, right? I am the lead prosecutor on this case. Yes, it's not Nayuta. What? You? Yes. It appears you'll be standing on opposite ends of the battlefield this time around. So I'll be up against Edgeworth tomorrow. But I don't get it, Edgeworth. What about this case warrants the personal attention of the district's chief prosecutor? That's one way to get a ride via vehicular surfing. Itching a ride. It's a bit complicated, to say the least. In what way? The groom is a member of the Sprockets, a family with immense influence. If his bride were to stand trial in court, it would sully the Sprocket name. So they tried to apply some pressure on the prosecutor's office. Pressure to settle it amicably, right? What do you mean, settle it amicably? It means that they're trying to sweep this whole thing under the rug. Wow, Sprocket Aviation really has that much clout? Yes, they have especially strong ties in both the political and judicial worlds. To the point where no one dares to oppose them. Don't tell me that includes you. Don't be ridiculous, right? It's quite the opposite. The prosecutor's office is filled with cowards, as I found out. Every last one of my subordinates was loath to prosecute the Sprocket. So that's why you decided to take on the case yourself, right? That's right. I will personally see to it that justice is served. I always prosecute to the utmost of my abilities, regardless of who I'm up against. For that is a part of my creed. Nothing and no one can sway me from that. Not even the almighty Sprockets. Right. If they think they can use their influence to bend the truth, they have another thing coming. You know, I almost feel sorry for them. They were only trying to protect their interests. All they got instead was you. Edgy, come on, man. How can you prosecute my poor, sweet Ellie? What kind of heartless jerk are you? Oh my god, Larry. I'm simply doing my job. And I'm warning you, right? I won't hold back, not for you or anyone else. Thanks for the warning, your righteousness. How you been, Edgy? So, how's it going, Mr. Chief Prosecutor? Busy as always, I presume? Of course, unlike somebody who has too few clients and too much time on his hands. Huh? Yes, that explains why your bro is more furrowed than the last time I saw you. Maybe you should learn to relax a little, Edgeworth. Nice try, right? But as always, I have no intention of showing anyone any mercy, including you. As inflexible as ever, I see. Besides, I think I've mellowed out a bit with age. So if anything, those furrows should have smoothed out a little as well. Honestly, Edgeworth, are you really that blind to yourself? Excuse me? He's really self-conscious about those lines, isn't he? Edgeworth, about this incident. Don't forget, right? I'm the prosecutor for this case. Need I remind you that I'm not in the habit of sharing information with my adversaries? No, I guess we are adversaries for now. And you, Larry. Me? I'd like you to come with me. You have a lot to answer for after that little stunt you pulled with the suspect. But Edgy, we're old pals, aren't we? Personal appeals won't work on me, Larry. Now come along. Ah, Nick, help me out here! Vroom, vroom. Is it just me or Mr. Edgeworth as relentless as ever? Yeah, I guess some things never change. So much for mellowing out. Well, Nick, we'd better hop to it too. Hop to what? Investigating the crime scene, of course. What else? It's been a long time since you and I teamed up like this. This is going to be fun. Yes, it has been. Fun, huh? It has been a long time, though, since we were last together like this. Alright, to the crime scene then. Yeah, and away we go. Wait. No Turnabout Sisters music. Might as well jump in, right? Might as well jump right in, I guess. So what do you think? Well, let's see. I think the inside of Mr. Edgeworth's scar smelled heavenly. No, apart from Edgeworth's scar. I mean, do you have any ideas about this case? Sorry, I can't think of a thing. But what are we wasting all this time with thinking for? There's investigating to be done. Oh, I can't wait to see what kind of evidence we'll find. You seem really excited. You bet, Nick. The dynamic duo is back in the saddle again. Let's go round it up, partner. Alright, let's get into it then. I wish we find a ladder, or a step ladder. So, what do you think we should do, Maya? Isn't it obvious? We start by investigating every single place that has anything to do with the case. And then grill every single person involved. Our enthusiasm is kind of overwhelming. Now, go forth, Phoenix, right? Search out the truth. Well, don't just stand there. Say something. Yes, ma'am. Louder. Yes, ma'am. That's more like it. Ah. Your attorney's badge looks so nice and shiny on your lapel. It's so cool, like the mark of a true hero. If I can be a hero to my clients, that's good enough for me. In that case, I'll be the commander that controls the hero from behind the scenes. Wait, are you saying you've been manipulating me all this time? Wow. Whoa, Robo right to the crime scene! I guess that makes me a Robo lawyer. Whoa, what a beautiful pendant! It belongs to Ellen. I love its design of a gear with a rose in the center. I wonder if it has any special meaning. May the gears of our love keep on turning. Or something like that, maybe. Do you think their love will get in gear once we solve this case? I sure hope so. Okay, what do you think about this? Looks suspicious, but also not. It could go... Excuse me. It could really go either way, I suppose. Well, what if you had to come down on one side or the other? And I guess I'd have to say, it's probably neither. Thanks for the non-answer, Maya. An aerial wedding sounds so amazing. It sure would make for the memory of a lifetime. But I bet this wasn't the kind of memory poor Ellen hoped to make. You gotta wonder, though. What? After the wedding, do you think the couple gets to ride the airship to their honeymoon? That would sure make things a breeze. Yeah, I guess it would. Alright, I think it's time to move to the reception hall. Oh, alright. Okay, what is that thing doing in the center? Alright, September 21st, Flying Chapel, Reception Hall. So this is the reception hall. According to the pamphlet, we're right here. Okay, yikes, we're pretty high up, but at least we're indoors, so it doesn't seem so bad. Oh look, Nick, it's Emma. Hey, Emma, over here. Mr. Wright, Naya. Does this mean you've taken the case? Yeah, that's how things kinda turned out. So do you mind if we take a look around? Be my guest. We've pretty much wrapped up our investigation, so go right ahead. Now's a good chance to find out more about the case from Emma too. What happened? Edgeworth wouldn't tell us anything about this case. So do you think you could give us a rundown? Well, seeing as he's going to be prosecuting, I'd expect him to be tight-lipped about it. The incident occurred yesterday on September 20th. It happened after the wedding reception, which lasted from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., huh? Got it. By the way, you didn't hear about any time traveling or anything, did you? Time traveling? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Forget it. That's pretty much the response I expected. The victim's name is Dumas Gloomsbury. He was a servant in the Sprocket family household. Ellen was a maid for that family as well, so that means the two of them were co-workers? Yes, they apparently knew each other. Mr. Gloomsbury was the lead servant after all. He was very serious about this work, but he was also a very close and private man. So the other servants called him Mr. Doom and Gloom behind his back. If he was the lead servant, he must have been higher ranked than Ellen. It makes the police think Ellen killed this man, a guy who was essentially her boss. We don't know the defendant's motive yet, but the circumstances surrounding the discovery of the body don't bode well for her. And what circumstances are these exactly? Well, some of her in-laws saw what looked like the immediate aftermath of the murder. The suspect was standing in front of the body with the murder weapon still in her hands. But why would a bride who was just about to start a happy new life kill someone? Do the police even have an explanation for that? Yeah, about that. They believe the victim attacked the suspect and was killed when she fought back. But why did he attack her to begin with? Well, a mere servant girl was going to suddenly be the wife of the future president. Mr. Bloomsbury must have been more than just a little jealous of her. So this Mr. Doom and Gloom attacked Ellen first? But if she was only trying to protect herself, wouldn't that count as justified self-defense on her part, Nick? It would. There's a good chance she'd be acquitted if we could prove that. But I wonder what Edgeworth will have up his sleeve to counter that claim. Wow, a servant girl marrying the future president of such a huge company? It sounds like a modern-day fairy tale. It does, doesn't it? Thing is, not everyone was on board with their union, apparently. Oh. I bet there's a prenup. Ryunosuke, what's up? Welcome on in. So what was the murder weapon, Emma? This clock with a secret mechanism built into it. It was on display here at the reception hall. We have another clock as a murder weapon. Is this a throwback to the very first case? The suspect was holding it when the murder was discovered. So the victim was clubbed to death with this, huh? Alright, I do apologize, ads are running, but let's still continue with this discussion, so yeah. Alright. But that's funny, there's no blood in it as far as I can tell. Maybe it was wiped off in an attempt to tamper with the evidence. But there was definitely a luminol reaction. And it matches up with the shape of the injury, so it's gotta be the murder weapon. What a funny looking clock. They call it the Timekeeper. The idea is that it's a time machine. Every time the couple sees it, it'll bring them back to the memory of their wedding day. Time machine, huh? Come to think of it. Ellen said her pendant was part of a time machine. I wonder how the secret mechanism in this thing works. Timekeeper added to the court record. Alright, let's try to do that. We can't investigate it. Alright. Alright, star-crossed marriage. The suspect never had any family or relatives to depend on, so she was working as a live-in maid for the Sprocket family to support herself. So the maid with no family or fortune was set to marry the president's son, huh? I guess it's not surprising that ruffled a feather or two. Yes, and apparently the groom's parents and all of his other relatives were strongly opposed. But that didn't stop the young couple from deciding to go ahead with their wedding. Love flourishes in the face of adversity. Oh, is that how it works? Yep, if you ever have any questions about love, just ask me. I'm a qualified expert. I spent all my spare time in Korean watching soap operas and TV. I'm not sure that's enough to make you a qualified anything, Maya. Oh, and by the way, I heard the suspect faced her fair share of harassment too. From the sound of it, it got pretty ugly for her. So even though this incident could cause a huge scandal for the company, it might be a boon for those who opposed their marriage to begin with. After all, with Ellen's arrest and everything, the marriage is most definitely off now. Is there something I can do to help you with that? Actually, I was hoping it would help me move my investigation along. Sorry, but that's not going to do much for you here, I'm afraid. That's too bad. Don't look so glum. You have to keep a positive outlook. Why don't you take a break with something sweet? I highly recommend Snackoos myself. Want to try some? No thanks. I appreciate the offer though. Suit yourself, you don't know what you're missing. Okay, this is the same. Okay, I don't think I can present anything to Emma here right now. Okay, I think I just need to present like the clock. Alright, so you're sure this is the murder weapon in this case? Positive. The shape of the victim's injuries and the shape of this clock are a perfect match. I see. I dare say that if somebody were to get knocked over the head with this thing, it's more likely to cut off their future than send them to the past. I can't disagree with you there. It's a hot air balloon, a symbol of humanity's ambition to take to the skies. It's kind of a romantic notion, don't you think? Yeah, but I just noticed that it doesn't seem to be tied up to the ceiling all that well. I'm sure it's fine, please don't let it fall on my head. Oh, hello. So that's the Vista deck out there. I bet the view is amazing, but I guess it must also kind of freak you out, honey. Yeah, kind of. Mostly because there's no surviving a fall from way up here. This must be where the time machine was placed. Can't believe that such a beautiful memento was used for murder, it's just awful. Nick, we have to prove Ellen's innocence no matter what it takes. I agree. We can't let this go down as the saddest flying wedding reception in history. This is the sweetheart table where the bride and groom sit, where they gorge themselves on the wedding feast. I'd be too nervous to eat in front of a bunch of guests like this, though. They say that newlyweds are usually really busy during the reception. They have to greet and talk with all the guests that came to give their blessings. They don't actually get all that much time to enjoy their dinner. That's actually true. That's actually true. I wouldn't be able to stand that. I can't imagine having a huge feast right in front of me and not being able to eat it. They say brides tend to have an especially hard time because of their wedding dresses. With those tight corsets squeezing their waists, they can't barely eat a bite. Really? It sounds like wedding receptions are absolute torture. I guess food still wins out over romance in my book. I think that about does it for this area. Okay, so we can like look around. Alright, nice. I wonder what... Sorry. I wonder what this partition is for. Imagine people like the reception staff or entertainers use it. They probably wait behind it when they're on standby. I see. With a partition this size, I bet they could even fit an elephant back here. Not that anyone sane would. What's this thing? It's a fog machine. I wonder if they used it during the reception. Ooh. Hey Nick, go stand over there for a sec. Why? Just because. Now go. Alright. Got a bad feeling about this. Fogmaster 9000 on. Aya, no! Huh? Aw, nothing happened. Looks like it won't work without some dry ice. Darn it, all I wanted to do was surround you in a thick cloud of smoke. Fog machine added to the court record. Large amounts of dry ice were placed in the fog machine to produce a thick fog during the reception. Interesting. Oh, hello, what's this? This must be the lantern the body was found in. Ellen managed to move it quite a ways. Looks like a cow, but it's pretty badly broken. That's not a cow, Nit. That's Pegasus, the flying horse. No way, it's definitely a cow. It's got horns and everything. But look, it has wings. Cows don't have wings. Wait, are they? This is the left thing, right? Yo, so yeah, it's a Pega cow. Alright. Wait, did they swap it? So it's a Pegasus, I tell you. Oh, I know, that pamphlet should tell us. Let's see. Apparently it's called the Pegamoon. I did not see that coming. But somehow, the name really captures the essence of what this creature is, you know. That's strange. What is? Well, this Pegamoon is definitely a male Pegabull, right? Yeah, I'd say so. What with the horns and all. Okay, well... that Pegamoon over there is also a Pegabull. Okay, this is the Pegabull. But take a look at the pamphlet. See, the one on the right says Pegabull, but the other one says Pegacow, a female Pegamoon. Right. The pamphlet goes on to say how they have Pegamoos for the happy couple. So for Ellen's ceremony, there should have been a male and female pair of Pegamoos. But for some reason, there are two males here. Maybe somebody made a mistake when they were setting up the room. It's hard to believe a fancy place like this would make that kind of blunder, though. Broken lantern added to the court record. In any case, we'd better check this thing out. Did this come from the lantern? Ick, it's covered in blood. Maybe it got in there when the killer was putting the body in the lantern. Can you imagine going to open a door and find the knob covered with blood? That'd be bloody awful to say the least. Ooh, what is this note? Hey, what's this? Ooh, let me take a look. Grab Ellen when convenient, then send her off from the Vista deck. Looks like a note outlining the murder plot. Whoever wrote it has better handwriting than me, but it looks like he wrote it in a rush. Why do you say that? Because the writing is only smudged starting from the middle of each line. That happens when a right-handed person with a slight hook writes in a hurry. I do it sometimes myself when I'm not paying attention to where my hand is on the page. I guess I'll take your word on that, Miss Bad Handwriting Expert. Hey, even I don't smudge my handwriting this badly. Alright, let's go back to this note. That note was apparently written by the victim. Why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Are you sure the victim wrote it? I sometimes write a note to myself before I go shopping. Potatoes, carrots, onions, flour. Maya, are you craving curry rice or something? Whoops. So Emma, where's this Vista deck on the note mentions? It's that heliport you see right outside the window over there. Oh, that's a heliport, alright. So he'd plan on pushing Ellen off from there? What a monster. So this is where the body was found. And the first person to find it was Ellen. Emma, what can you tell me about the condition of the body when it was found? Let's see. The victim was apparently hit on the back of the head. Here's a photo of the scene as we found it. Oh, alright. Why is your hand bloody? Photo of victim added to the court record. It's this thing. What do you think this is, Maya? Looks like flower petal. What an unusual shape for a flower petal. Do you suppose it's from one of the flowers here in the reception hall? No, I don't see a single flower like this at any of the tables. I wonder where it came from. Excuse me. I guess that about does it for this lantern. Wait, really? That's it? Wow, look at the horns on this flying bovine. He must be a bull. It seems he made it through the ceremony in one piece. By the look of those wheels, I bet he can be rolled around rather easily too. Yeah, I bet it would be quite a hassle if you had to lift and carry him everywhere. And this is what the backside looks like. What's that by the bottom of his tail? A wheel handle? Oh, I get it. This way, they can get inside to change the light bulbs. I see they left the wheel handle on the inside unpainted. I guess they figured nobody will see it, so why bother? Makes sense to cut costs where you can. Well, overall, yo Nico, what's up? Welcome on in. I can't say I see anything strange about this thing. How are you doing, Nico? Hope you're doing well. Alright. Model airplane, the perfect decoration for an airline company wedding. And a propeller plane like this lends the room a great old-timey feel. Oh, I'd love to see the Steel Samurai fly a plane like this. Yeah, you're doing good, nice. Can you picture it? The Steel Samurai zipping through the clouds over Neo Oldie Tokyo. If Sprocket Aviation ever becomes a sponsor of the show, I could see it happen. I thought the Steel Samurai ended back in the first game and it was replaced by the Pink Princess. Oh yeah, my shirt matches Maya's outfit. We're both wearing purple. Please, at least wait until after the trial is over. It's a fog machine for the reception. Pretty cool, huh? Don't you dare touch it. Aw, spoil sport. That's because I know how you operate. Okay, there's also another partition here. That's one big partition screen, industrial size.
Nico 6 backseats with badge.
Yes, badge. That's why you're not allowed to touch it, Maya. Maya's like same old, same old. Even 10 years since the last case that we've worked together. What? Then who's going to test how stable it is? Just leave it alone, please. Have we missed anything? Get a load of that huge set of doors. I bet all sorts of things come and go through there. You're not allowed to badger the witness. Like an elephant. I'm pretty sure it's just the bride and groom. This is a banquet hall, not a circus. Okay. Did we miss anything? I'm not allowed to elephant the witness either. It's absolutely unbelievable. What kind of monster would plan to commit a murder on somebody's happiest day? I take this means you don't have any significant new needs. No, I'm afraid not. You? Got nothing. I wish I could be of more help. Well, thanks anyway, I appreciate it. All we can do is keep on keeping on, right? It's absolutely unbelievable. What kind of monster would plan to commit them? Okay, so I think this will show up on everything that we found, right? Okay, this is like typical. I don't have anything for you. Okay, what else have I missed here? I think I missed something here. What about that valve? Nothing. Okay, I think we move now. Okay, alright. I think we missed out on one thing here. We missed out on something here. Oh, hello, wallet. Looks like a business card wallet. I wonder whose it is. It's Larry's. That face looks awfully familiar. Yes, yes it does. Guess I'll bring it to him later. Business card wallet added to the court record. Yep, that was it. That was the last thing we needed. Well, I guess that just about does it for the crime scene. Hey Nick, I want to see the rest of the airship. We might as well since we're here. True, we might even run into some of the other people involved in the case. Oh, hello. Who are you? Nick, how long has that guy been standing there? I didn't even notice him until just now. Excuse me, are you with Sprocket Aviation? Huh? Nick, you wrote something on that paper airplane. I guess we're supposed to read it then. Let's see here. Get out, intruders. Well, that was a rather cold welcome. That's right, Maya. Meet the lone son of the president of Sprocket Aviation, Soren Sprocket. Or to put it another way, the future president of the future president of Sprocket Aviation. So he's Ellen's fiance? Oh, there he goes. He's kind of an eccentric. I hear he's the genius inventor behind many of Sprocket Aviation's business successes. An inventor, huh? Yep, he even designed this airship. That's pretty impressive. Nick, this is no time to be standing around gawking. We have to go after him. We need to ask him some questions about Ellen. Oh, right. Looks like he was heading outside. Okay, so there's Edgy. Dumas Gloomsbury is 25. Soren is 24. How old is Ellen? 21. Alright. Okay, here we go. September 21, Sprocket Park. Mooring dock. Okay, I just want to check the... Okay, we can't investigate the business card holder. There he is. Excuse me, could we talk to you? Excuse me, do you mind if I ask what you're doing? Can you just not talk all throughout? sure is riding up a storm. It is possible. If an enormous change in mass could be detected, then theoretically matter can retain its form even as it crosses the event horizon. Let's just see what he has to say about Ellen. Excuse me, but we'll be representing Ellen in court tomorrow. So could we ask you about the case? God, will talking to him be this long? Ow! What the? Not interested? Not interested? How can you say something like that? This is about your fiancée. She's under arrest, you know? Okay, I have a feeling he did it. The diameter of the airship is approximately 80 feet. The amount of energy necessary to move matter comprised of that amount of mass is off in his own little world. Can't believe he said he was not interested in talking about his own bride's arrest. We'll just have to talk on his level then, with something he might be interested in. Badge. Does this bring anything to mind? He's not interested in the badge. Even some small vague detail will do. This guy really doesn't want to talk, does he? Did you take a look at this? Is that Ellen's? Ellen told us that she traveled through time during the incident. She said that it happened after she made the wish on this pendant. You mean to say you two are Ellen's lawyers? Yes, I just told you that a minute ago. Sorry, I was lost in thought. I wasn't even listening? Oh boy. It's not at all what I expected based on Ellen's gushing testimonial anyway. We'd like you to ask you about Ellen's case if you don't mind. Still not gonna talk, really? I don't know a thing about it, so why don't you go ask the police? In other words, not interested. This guy's the worst. Now I feel sorry for poor Ellen. In that case, can I ask you about how Ellen traveled through time? Go on. Guess that got your attention. So, is time travel really even possible? Yes, it is possible. Alrighty then. At the same time, it's also impossible. The pendant I gave Ellen is not supposed to operate as a time machine by itself. What do you mean? The timekeeper, that clock we had displayed in the reception hall, that is the body of the time machine. The pendant is simply a part. That clock was the murder weapon, wasn't it? But it's a time machine too? What Ellen experienced is akin to traveling down a road by car. Physically and metaphysically, it should be impossible. Unless, maybe the quantum system inside the pendant somehow accidentally interfered with the natural flow of the fourth dimension? We're losing him again. Maybe we'd better ask him some more about the time machine. Okay, what if we present this one? What are you showing me that for? Mr. Sprocket. Can't read them at all, not even with an item as loaded with sentiments as this. So, you've been researching time travel, have you? Moving through the space-time continuum would be a man's ultimate means of travel. Time travel is a mode of transportation. Since the dawn of time, man has developed multifarious methods of transportation. Horses, steam engines, gas engines, airplanes, spaceships. But they are all fundamentally similar in that they constitute three-dimensional movement. Travel through the space-time continuum would shift mankind into a new paradigm. I don't know why, Nick, but I'm getting awfully sleepy all of a sudden. For generations, Sprocket Aviation has advanced the development of transportation. Therefore, it is only natural that I would research time travel as a man's next great leader. Oh, is he done? So what exactly does all that stuff he was saying mean? Well, basically, it's like taking a hamburger joint and then adding a drive-thru to it, I guess. Now you're talking, Nick. Oh, I get it. It's the same burger, but with a quicker and more efficient delivery system. So what Soren really wants to do is launch humanity into the future. Launch, not lunch. But do you really believe that time travel is possible? It only becomes truly impossible when man stops daring to believe. Besides, time travelers do exist, you know. But you wouldn't understand. Did you hear that, Nick? Time travelers really do exist. All I know is Soren isn't the easiest guy to wrap your head around. Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the way he talks. It's full of hope for the future. He's more passionate than I thought too when it comes to inventions anyway. Yeah, his apparent lack of concern for Ellen is troubling though. So, I hear that the rest of the Sprocket family was opposed to your marriage. What are your thoughts on that? Master Soren. Oh, who are you? It's time for the meeting on next term's project. What is this? Daydreaming about your inventions again? Tut, you are the future president. You must consider the business side too. My god, who are you? It is I. I found Soren. Send the car over at once. That is Butler. I'm not interested. Oh, Master Soren. You do give me quite the headache at times. In any case, your attendant is waiting. Please go to him now. Excuse me, but who are you? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Pierce Nicody. Pierce Nicody? Nicody? Pierce Nicody. Please call me Pierce. I am the Sprocket family butler. Yep, it's his attendant. Nick, a butler! I didn't know they actually still existed. I thought they were just on TV and stuff. And who might you be, if you don't mind my asking? Oh, I'm Phoenix Wright, Ellen Wyatt's lawyer. And I'm his assistant, Maya Fey. I'm a spirit medium. Oh, so it is you. I'm most grateful to you for taking on Miss Ellen's defense. You have my sincerest thanks. Don't mention it. So hey, speaking of the case. Oh, one moment please. Wow, what a beautiful pocket watch. Oh, it's just a bit of a good luck charm. That's one expensive good luck charm. But I guess it makes sense, knowing that time is pretty important in his line of work. So I guess that pocket watch is as important to him as my attorney's badges to me. There's a little time before I must attend to Master Soren again. Why not come to Sprocket Manor? Huh? You mean to Soren's home? As a token of appreciation for taking on Miss Ellen's defense, I would like to serve you some delicious tea and refreshments. Oh boy, Nick, a fancy high society tea party with high-class snacks and everything. And what about the investigation? Are you kidding? What better place to investigate next than Soren's house? I don't know. Do you really think his house is going to give us any new leads? Of course it will. I say we take the butler up on his kind offer and go to Soren's place. Alright, you win. Very good. To Sprocket Manor, then. Foyer. Oh, hello. Fancy tea. September 21st, Sprocket Manor, Foyer. Wow, this place does not disappoint. Ooh, I'm so excited. Whoa, slow down, Maya. The mansion isn't going anywhere. Now then, we won't have to worry about any untoward eavesdropping here. I take it you wanted to ask me some questions? Huh? That's why you invited us here. I'm sorry to have tricked you like this, but this is a murder after all. I couldn't talk openly about it in public and risk sullying the Sprocket family's reputation. Aw, and I was really looking forward to all those fancy snacks too. There, Maya, don't cry. This Pierce guy is one shrewd man. Hey Nick, look at that cute vintage radio. Radio? Oh, that thing over there under the stuffed bull's head. I'm gonna take a closer look. Crash, I thought I told you to settle down. I'm sorry. Not to worry. Oh, wow. Wow, that little mech fixed it right up. I'm not only the butler, but I'm also Sprocket Aviation's repair department director. One might say that patching things up is my specialty. That was incredible. What is that little doohickey on your shoulder anyway? It's my fixer-upper shoulder mech. Master Soren made it for me. It has too many features and functions to effectively enumerate at the moment, though. That's so cool. I wish I had one of those. Fixing things is a simple matter, but fixing people is a different matter. Even a skilled physician can't bring back the dead. Oh, but forgive me. I seem to have gotten sidetracked. Must be in shock over Mr. Bloomsbury's death. Still, I do need to ask him some questions about the case. I should take a look around and see what I can find out while I'm here too. Let's take a look around first. A bull. Come to think of it, there was a bull logo on the side of the Flying Chapel too. The president of the company must have a thing for cattle. The bull is the symbol of Sprocket Aviation. To be as strong and steady as a bull. That's the company's creed, you know. Probably for all the backbreaking labor they put their employees through. By the way, that bull logo on the Flying Chapel, the one with the rainbow wings, his name is Rainy the Rain Bull. Wow. Get it? He's a rainbow-colored bull, so he's a rain bull, right? What a memorable name, huh, Nick? Yeah, for the lameness of the pun. It says attorney, there will always be puns. Alright, let's check out that radio. Don't you dare touch that radio again. Looks like an expensive antique. What are you worried about? If it breaks again, Pierce will just fix it up again. I really hope he's nice enough to waive the repair bill. Oh, it's a bridal bouquet. Hey Nick, how about I throw it? And you try to catch it. Oh, sorry. Why me? Just because. I bet you'd look hilarious flailing around trying to grab it. But doesn't tradition dictate that it's the ladies that go after the bouquet? Who cares? Just catch it. Here. Ow! Hey, you threw it right at my face. Oh, you don't want to catch that bouquet, trust me. Why not? They say it's bad luck to catch the bouquet of a marriage that doesn't last. But I already caught it. Oops, too late now, huh, Nick? Okay, what's this thing on the floor? Excuse me, but there's a card here on the floor. Well, look at that. It's a Flying Chapel key card. Flying Chapel? What areas in the Flying Chapel require a keycard, if I may ask? Mostly areas we want to keep the public out of, such as the staff room and the hold, which is chock full of machinery. So you can't enter those areas without a keycard? That's right. This one here belongs to Ellen. Wait, what's Ellen's keycard doing here? Did Ellen come back here after the incident occurred? I don't believe so, and she was arrested by the police straight away this morning. Although, there was a strange man with a gaudy jacket in here earlier. Was that man wearing a beret by any chance? Yes, he was. As a matter of fact, he was also wearing sunglasses and a fake mustache. Ah, Larry. I knew it. The only question is, what was he doing here? Oh, are those pictures of the wedding reception? Yes, I took them with my trusty camera here. Do you mind if I have a look at that photo? My guest, take as long of a look as you'd like. Okay, so we had the fog machine on. Alright, and there was a bull on the left. Interesting. We also have Pierce in the background. Right, well, what do you think of this gorgeous dreamscape? A thick fog billows across the room, making it look as if the couple were walking on clouds. Wow, look at how beautiful Ellen is here. She looks a little nervous, though. She does, doesn't she? Hey, look, there's Pierce. Really? Where? Right there, behind the sweetheart table. Hey, you're right. I bet he was there attending to the happy couple the whole dinner. So, what do you think, Nick? Does anything in this photo stick out at you? No, not at the moment anyway. Photo of reception added to the court record. A photo of the reception taken by a relative. Much of the reception hall is obscured by thick fog. Hey Nick, if Ellen really did travel back in time, do you think this photo is of the second reception, after the time jump? I wonder. Excuse me, sir. Yes, can I help you? Ellen told us she traveled back in time. Do you happen to know anything about that? Oh, no, I haven't the foggiest idea what you're talking about. He clammed up faster than a clam. Hey Nick, now here's a real lady. Oh, who's this? She looks smart as a whip, doesn't she? I wonder who she is. We didn't see her on the airship. That is Selena Sprocket, Soren's elder sister. Beautiful and capable, she was a great lady. Soren's sister. I think I see the resemblance. Maybe I'll show Pierce this photo later and ask him about her. Selena's photo added to the court record. Just like this paperclip airplane and an old-timey phone. Oh, and that... Here's the pocket watch. Interesting. Nick, look at that airplane propeller up there going round and round. I see they've got an aviation theme going on. Makes sense for an airline fan. I wonder if it doubles as a fan. Ooh, what if the rest of the plane were on the other side of that wall? And the wall would open up so the plane could take off in an emergency. How cool would that be? If that's what's behind the propeller wall, then what's behind the bull wall across the way? Oh, I know. Maybe it's the rest of him. That must be where the sprockets get their milk. Nick. First of all, that's a beef cow, and second, bulls don't make milk. Get schooled by Maya, Phoenix. Oh, right. That's what I get for trying to play along. Oh, I think that's it. Have I missed anything? Okay. About the incident Miss Ellen was arrested for. Do you think she did it? Well, I can't prove it yet, but no, I don't think she could have done it. I guess you could call it a gut feeling. I see. I guess we have different opinions then. Do we now? Prosecution says that when Bloomsbury attacked Miss Ellen, she fought back and ended up killing him. I agree with this perspective. Or rather, that is the consensus of the entire Sprocket family. Even so, I heard an interesting story from Chief Prosecutor Edgeworth. I heard that the Sprocket family had tried to pressure the prosecutor's office into burying this case. I fear you are mistaken. All we sought was merely a legal consultation. Besides, none of it matters now, as she is no longer a part of this family. Fortunately for us, they had yet to get their marriage license before holding the battle. So basically, once they realized they couldn't sway the prosecution, they cut through loose. I realize how callous I must sound, but my duty is to protect the Sprocket family, and more specifically, Sprocket Aviation's future and master Soren, whose genius is essential to the company. I will do anything to achieve that goal. That is my job as the Sprocket family member. You know, I think Pierce and Mr. Edgeworth would get along really well, don't you? Yeah, I could easily picture Edgeworth with a butler. Oh, and by the way, I suppose I should tell you about this as well. It's about when the members of the extended family and I discovered your crime. Did Ellen say anything to you about traveling through time? She must have been delirious. There is no need to take such a claim seriously. Soren himself said that time travel was possible. Master Soren said that? It sounds like he is still stuck in the past. He's psychologically stuck, I take it. Ring ring. Excuse me. What is it? I see. I believe I told you the madam will be having milk tea. Still, have lemon slices at the ready just in case. We must not disappoint her, understand? We sure are busy. All in a day's work. Still, we really do need Master Soren to start focusing on the business sides of things. Could you tell us about that thing you mentioned about Soren's past? There is something in Master Soren's past that he wishes he could change. Please forgive me, this isn't something I should be sharing with strangers. Now, I really want to know what Soren's still about. No Cyclops, interesting. It was sometime after the reception. Some of the Master's relatives and I went to clean up the reception hall. And that is when we saw it. A woman standing in front of the victim with a bloody murder weapon in her hand. It was none other than Miss Ellen. But Pierce, it wasn't what it looked like. That's right, she just happened to find the body. I do not know what Miss Ellen has told you, but what we witnessed was unmistakably the moment immediately after the deed had been committed. And that is what I told the police who came in response to my call. I see. So Pierce was the only one who reported it to the police, huh? Okay, I think we need to present this because of the watch. Pierce, the woman in this photo is Soren's older sister, Selena, right? I don't think we've met her yet. Yes, about that. He seems hesitant all of a sudden. If If you wouldn't mind, could you tell us about her? Alright, very well. She's a big part of Master Soren's past after all. Soren's past? Master Soren will become the next president of Sprocket Aviation. However, that wasn't always so. Miss Selena Sprocket, Master Soren's elder sister, was next in line. So why isn't she becoming the next president? Because she died. Ow. In a car accident. What? I had no idea. Actually, Master Soren was also in the car with her at the time of the accident, losing the sister he loved right before his eyes devastated. Ever since then, he has buried himself in his research on time machines. He also became quiet and meticulous, and almost compulsive note-taker around them. He seemed so stiff and robotic. I had no idea he was carrying all that around inside him. Master Soren has abandoned the company business and spends all his time on inventions. As the family butler, I am truly concerned. I believe it is high time he let go of the past. Hey Nick, what are you doing here? But obviously... Larry? Oh man, Edgy gave me a heck of a hard time. Larry, what are you doing here? I came to promote my new character, Q Piglet. I was hoping Sprocket Aviation would do some kind of tie-in with me for it. Wow, I didn't know Larry was such an aggressive businessman. You could learn a thing or two from him, Nick. Why did you promote your agency to them? Now's not exactly the time for that, in case you haven't noticed. See, and this is why you'll never be rich. Actually, Larry, I've been meaning to ask you something. You were there at the Flying Chapel yesterday, right? Huh? Was I? Or... what were you doing there? Nothing. Whatever it was, I bet it wasn't anything to be proud of, but never mind that. Did you see anything that had to do with this case? Scratch that. Let's start with, you weren't involved in this case, were you? Larry? Hey, he took off. I just knew it. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Come on, Maya, after him. Oh, are you leaving so soon? We, have to run. Thank you for making time for us. I know you have to investigate, but please try to spare the family's feelings as you do. Yes, of course. Master Soren made the Timekeeper as a symbol of their love for each other. A symbol now tainted with blood. I can only imagine how shocking this must be for Master Soren. Surely Soren believes in the woman he loves. Master Soren has the future of Sprocket Aviation to think about. He cannot afford to let his personal feelings affect his judgment. That's awful. You might think so, but that's the kind of responsibility he must bear. All because he's in line to be the next president, huh? Sounds like it's not going to be easy to find out how Soren really feels about anything. Okay, I can't get anything from this. Alright, I guess we move to the mooring dock. Yep. Sprocket Park, mooring dock. There he is. Hey, Larry. Hey there, friend. Fancy meeting you here. There's nothing fancy about it. All we did was follow you. So tell me, Larry, why did you run away like that? Huh? Me? I don't know what you're talking about. A bolt of inspiration for my new picture book hit me and I had to run us all. It was like a cupiphany, you dig? Right. He's just going to keep on playing dumb, isn't he, Nick? Come on, Larry. I know you were on that airship, so what did you see? I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything because I was never on that stupid airship. Oh boy, Cyclops. Cyclops. You say something? The spiritual power of this Magatama allows me to see these mystical locks that appear when someone is trying to hide something from me. They're called Cyclops, and when I see them, I simply present the Magatama to try my hand at breaking them. If I can unlock them, I'm sure to finally get a straight answer out of them. Alright.
Take that!
What Larry's hiding. Alright. Before we get to this, I will take a very quick break. So I will BRB, and while that's happening, I will run. So yeah. BRB. Familiar again. You know what? Okay, fine. Pretend that I did not recognize the door. Let's go through the level. Where was the other plank? The other plank despawned. You know what would be really bad if someone were here to comment chat, but after you've respawned with a really long message to distract you so that you hard lock. That would really be awful. I forgot I wasn't at the start. Alright, the disrespect door. The thumbnail says it all. Yeah, that seems very validating. Oh, hello. So... You soft-locked me? Wow, who would have thought there was a soft lock in vanilla SMW? Fix your game, Nintendo. Fix. In the pipe. What even is this? Are things gonna be different because of entity limit shit because I have the key?
Hello.
I knew it. Something was different. Yay! Pee 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 pee. Okay, for science. Yeah, you do need to have that checked. Oh god, I see another wiggler. Oh, is this a red coin level? I can do this. Question mark. What would the Tetris player do? Do a T-spin. Kidding. And we back. Alright. Let us continue. Alright, Cyclock time. What Larry is hiding? Resoundtory Shumon. Where did you forgot this password one, right? What? I don't get it. Yo, JR, what's up? Pokemon, how are you doing? Alright. There's no time for games, Larry. I will find out what you're hiding. I'm telling you, Nick, you've got it all wrong. I've got nothing to do with this case whatsoever. Oh, come on, Larry. Even a baby could see through such a blatant and obvious lie. Nothing whatsoever, huh? If you weren't involved, Larry, then you wouldn't have been involved with this person. Okay, it's obviously Ellen, right? Obviously.
Take that!
You're the one who brought Ellen to my office in the first place. And all those cops. Nothing to do with the case whatsoever. Isn't gonna cut it this time, Larry. If you have to lie, at least do a better job of it. What? Don't diss me, Nick. If you're so convinced I'm lying, then let me ask you this. What makes you think I was on that stupid old airship anyway? Let me some proof, if you got any. Doubling down, are ya? Fine. You want proof, Larry? Here's proof that you were on that airship. Obviously his wallet. Uh-oh. This is your business card wallet, isn't it, Larry? I found it in the reception hall. Yeah. Time to come clean, Larry Butts. What exactly are you hiding? What? Alright, fine. You got me. I'll tell you everything. Unlocked successful. Hey, what you saw on the airship? Larry, what were you doing on that airship anyway? Well, I went there to deliver the welcome to our wedding sign they ordered for me. Huh? I didn't know you took on real jobs like that. Well, for your information, my wedding welcome signs are very popular on the net. They mentioned the internet. And that's how you met Ellen? Uh-huh. I mean, I'd seen her in the photo for the welcome sign. But seeing her in person? The way she smiled at me and said, "Thank you." I felt like I'd been hit by lightning. And that's when you fell in love with somebody else's bride, huh? So, were you invited to the reception? Can you believe they told me only family and friends could attend? Yeah, family and relatives could attend. They wouldn't even let me into the reception hall. Smart move on their part, I say. He's gonna stand up when the officiator said, "Does anybody object?" I got upset and started wandering around the airship. That must be when I dropped my business card wallet. So somebody else must have found it and brought it to the reception hall then. But you know what? I saw something incredible while I was on that flying chapel. Like... Get a load of this. Oh, another of his drawings. Really, another of his drawings. What the heck is this? What do you mean, what's this? Isn't it obvious? It's a drawing. I sketched a picture of one of the cabins on the airship. So what's so incredible about the cabin? Look at what was outside the window. It's one of those flying dinosaurs, a real-life pterodactyl. I looked out the cabin window and there it was, just flying out there. That airship traveled through time, I tell you. What? When I told that Pierce Butler guy about it, he told me to never mention it to anybody ever again. But why would he try to keep you from spotting what is clearly just nonsense? Maybe Sprocket Aviation is secretly developing a time machine. No way. Nick, this case is totally amazing. Larry, you didn't tell Mr. Edgeworth about this, did you? Of course not. Edgy would just roll his eyes and think I was off my rocker. I didn't even tell him I was wandering around the airship. I told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Internet derp? It shouldn't be. My bitrate's still static. And I think YouTube's still up. Anyway. Told him I met Ellie at the mooring dock and we ran away together. Yeah, I can see Edgeworth's eyes rolling right out of his head had he heard about this. We have another Larry drawing, just like old time's sake. This is gonna be the decisive piece of evidence, I bet. So Larry also experienced the time slip somehow. But how is that possible? Hey Nick, I'll be taking my card wallet back now if you don't mind. Business card wallet swiped back by Larry. Oh yeah, this is for you. What is it? It's a picture of the hold. I took it when I was wandering around on the airship. Oh, alright. Okay, there are flowers. There's a switch. And we have like the cow and the bull. Interesting. See? There's Ellie right there in the middle. Wow, stalker much. The hold? You see? Yeah, see? It's right here on the diagram. Okay, so now I know where the hold is, but what was Ellen doing there? Well, they were using it as a prepping area for the reception. I see. And around when did you take this? Before the reception, I took it while Ellie was getting everything ready. So this was taken before the incident occurred. I don't know if it'll be of any help, but thanks for this anyway. Photo of the hold added to the court record. By the way, Larry, I heard that the door to the hold is controlled by a security system. So how do you get in there? That's a trade secret, can't tell ya. And the hits just keep on coming. New Cyclops? No Cyclops. Well, I guess that's basically a wrap on the investigation. Not quite, Nick. I want to meet Ellen too. Oh, that's right. You haven't met her yet, have you? Okay, let's head over to the detention center. So you can say hi. Let's go to the... Ah. Alright. Alright, September 21, Detention Center. Visitor's room. No, why? Please understand that this is in Master Soren's best interest. Sounds like Ellen's busy talking with someone. Oh, hello. The next president cannot be married to a criminal. It would disgrace Sprocket Aviation. Miss Ellen, I need you to forget about this marriage. Pardon us. But isn't Mr. Right? So, their marriage is definitely off? There's no other choice. We cannot have a criminal in the family. For the sake of Master Soren and the Sprocket family, this is what is best. No. In that case, what if Nick here proved Ellen's innocence? Then you wouldn't have a criminal in the family, right? I suppose you are right, but I am afraid that will be impossible. Oh no, decisive evidence! That's not true, not for Nick. He may look like a nobody, but he can do some pretty amazing things. I don't take cases on lightly, so rest assured I will prove her innocence. Mr. Phoenix, right? I understand your name is quite well known in the judicial world. For better or for worse. Pierce, I want you to promise me this. If I can prove Ellen's innocence, then you won't stand in the way of Soren and Ellen's marriage. Very well. But not even the most talented lawyer in the world can change reality itself. And the reality is, Miss Ellen is guilty beyond a shadow of a doubt. I believe that's where you're wrong, Pierce. I'm clean, I swear I am. Obsessively, compulsively clean. Just as clean and as pure as this pure white dress. Fine, you have my word. But you will be the one to regret this, promise. Now, if you will excuse me... How do I get this DLC? Never played it. It's part of the It's part of the trilogy. Price. Welcome on in, by the way. Did you play this via the DS or the 3DS rather? Anyway, now I have all the more reason to win this case. Ellen, we finished our investigation and we'd like to talk with you about what we found. Oh, the DS. Alright. I assume the 3DS. Alright. Yeah, I think it would have been in the Nintendo store or the eShop as an add-on. But when you bought when I bought the trilogy for the Switch, all the DLC cases are there for both Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. Right. Okay, so what did you find out? In the course of our investigation, we heard that you had been seen standing in front of the victim with the murder weapon in your hands. Eek. Thanks. Hey, no worries. It wasn't what it looked like. It's true I was holding the murder weapon. But when I found him, he was already dead. I panicked, and I was hoping I could go back in time again like I had done earlier. So I picked up the timekeeper from the pedestal and brought it over without thinking. You were so desperate you were ready to try anything, huh? Unfortunately, that sort of behavior makes you an easy target for the prosecution. No. And as for your little trip through time, none of your in-laws could confirm your story, I'm afraid. You'll buy it for Christmas when you've forgotten your playthrough. Yeah, that's fair. I see. The only exception is Larry. He said he saw something. Why is she allowed the frying pan in jail? I know, right? She even has an iron. She might be like inspired by Peach and her frying pan. Can't say I quite believe it myself, but Larry claims he saw something incredible. He seems unhinged. He claims he saw a pterodactyl flying outside the airship. What? What? Not only that, but apparently Pierce Nickady told Larry to keep quiet about it. But why would Pierce do such a thing? Larry's theory is that Sprocket Aviation is developing something in secret. Time machine, to be exact. Do you think that's why nobody would confirm my story? Because it's a secret? I really don't know. I swear to God, butts does some good drugs. I know, right? When something stinks, it's usually the butts. But speaking of your in-laws, we did manage to find your keycard at Sprocket Manor. One of your in-laws said he'd keep an eye on it for you. Oh, thank goodness. I lost it while I was getting things ready for the reception. I'd look everywhere for it. I'm so glad you found it. At least there are tears of joy this time for a change. Well, Nick, looks like you'll have to prove the existence of time travel in court tomorrow. That's right. I swear that while Mr. Gloomsbury was killed, he's just like the caricature of a stoner. True. I was busy traveling back through time. Great. With stodgy skeptic Edgeworth at the helm for the prosecution tomorrow, we're really gonna have our work cut out for us. That's it. Be continued. To be continued. Alright, now would be a good time to like save. So... Yo Dash, what's up? Alright, we end there tonight. I don't know how long the trial portion will be. So we'll do that tomorrow. Anyway, everyone, thank you very much for joining in. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, as for schedules, yeah, tomorrow I'll be back. We continue this. We do the trial Facebook case and see what happens next. Also, please do not forget to check out social. So yeah, the YouTube page. If you are on YouTube, hi YouTube. We are simulcasting there right now. And yeah, all right. Yeah, let's go out and find someone to raid. Who else is on tonight? Okay, you know what? Tweet's still on, or is he not? He's not ending yet. Yep, let's retweet. Yep, let's go retweet. Yep, if you don't know Tweet's a good friend of the channel, and he is also doing his partner push. So yep, once you do go raid in, yep, please do refresh or do remove the refer in your URL once you get to Tweet's channel. Alright, I think that's it. Everyone, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Thanks for the stream. Hey, no worries, JR. Have a great rest of your day, rest of your night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.